Now, while I love my Jeep, there's one thing that I'd like to fix on this 2022 that it doesn't have. So of course our Jeeps come standard with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, but they don't have a way to have wireless Android Auto. You always have to have your phone plugged in to get that function, right? And so that's usually okay because when I'm in my Jeep, I like to actually have my phone plugged in so it's charging. So it's usually okay, but there's certain times where, you know, my phone's in my pocket or something like that, and I just want to be able to pull the thing out real quick and be able to get on CarPlay and on Android Auto to use either Maps or Amazon Music, whatever the case may be. And so we finally have a way to do that with this interface box called the Mini AI Box or Magic Box, and this is from ABC Auto. So I ended up going on Amazon. I was able to find this thing, and there's a bunch of these out there, but this one seemed to have really good reviews and a good price. And actually right now in the description below, there's a link for a 10% off coupon code just for you guys. And the other cool thing, even cooler I think than the ability to have the wireless CarPlay, is that we can now actually watch Netflix. Yes. So if you're parked somewhere, you know, try to be safe, right? We don't want to be doing it while we're driving. But for me, with my girls, they have a lot of different sports that they do. And so sometimes we're actually having to just go drop them off and wait 30, 40 minutes in the car. And I'm usually watching, you know, Netflix or YouTube on my phone. But now we'll be able to actually use this little box and be able to watch Netflix and YouTube right on the 8.4-inch display that's in the Rubicon. So it's going to be really, really cool. Now this thing, if you don't have a Jeep, it does work on any 2015 and newer vehicle that came from the factory with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and this will serve as your interface to be able to make it wireless and also have the ability to use Netflix and YouTube. Now, 2024 Wranglers, Jeep has finally made it standard equipment where if you have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, that comes now from the factory with the ability to have wireless. So they've solved it. But for us with 2018 through 2023 JLs, we have to use an interface like this one from ABC Auto. All right, now when you get this thing open, what comes inside the box is going to be your actual Magic Box right here. Really, really lightweight, very small, very simple. And then you've got two cords. One's just USB-C to USB-C, which is probably what we might use in the Jeep, we'll see. And then we've also got just a regular USB connector to the USB-C. So that way you can connect either way. And that's basically it. And then you've got a nice little user manual just to help you diagnose and troubleshoot. But I think all we've got to do now is let's just get this thing connected in the car. All right, so first thing we'll do, let's go ahead and grab our little Magic Box here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take the USB-C to USB-C. And we're just going to go ahead and plug it right here on the Jeep. Now, our Jeep also has some USB connections and maybe USB-C down inside of the glove box here, and that's where it's going to live ultimately. But just for the purpose of this video, we'll just kind of leave it right here so you guys can see it. So it does have, it's showing me it's got power, it's got a blue light blinking, which I assume is going to be the Bluetooth. So let's grab our phone and see if we can get it connected. All right, so we have our phone. Let's turn the vehicle on. And let's see.
And Irish Spring.
Wow. Okay, so as soon as I turned the car on, the AI box popped right up. So, and that's literally what it's called, AI box. So let's just click that, connect to it, and let's pair it. All right, so that paired pretty quickly, and look at that. So it already popped right up automatically, didn't have to do anything. It's already into CarPlay mode, and we've got Netflix, something called VLC, we got files, we got the phone, we got all that stuff. So it seems like it's working here. So if we try to see if we can get into Netflix, it's loading right up. So this is awesome. I mean, how cool will this be on car trips, stuff like that? I mean, obviously as a driver, you don't want to be watching, you know, Netflix, but you know, my wife could be, the kids in the back could be, so at least they'd be kind of entertained. That's kind of cool. And especially for times, you know, where you're stuck sitting for a long period of time, and you can just literally watch movies, YouTube, and all that kind of stuff, right? So I've gone ahead and I took the little unit and I just put it down here. So this is a little connection I have. This is another little piece we installed, so we've got an extra little compartment. So this is where it'll live, out of the way. And then this way I can still have my charging cord here for my phone and all that good stuff. So after giving it another minute, let me see if we can get it to focus here. So if you go to speed play, this is actually where you want to go to make sure this thing's all connected and all that stuff. So once it's all connected and everything, then everything just showed up like normal. You're able to see, this is all of your kind of, regular apps that you would see on your phone. And then if you actually click this, you can go to home here. And this is kind of like what you're seeing on the actual Magic Box unit. And so this is where you can see YouTube. You've got the Google Play Store, so you could go on there, download more apps directly to this thing. And this thing also has a TF card slot that you can add an additional 256 megabytes of storage. So if you want to add a whole bunch of stuff on here, you certainly could. But again, for me, just, I think having Netflix, YouTube, that's going to be really cool. And it does seem like, you need to have an internet connection, at least, a Wi-Fi connection to be able to get like YouTube and Netflix to work. All the other functionality will work, wirelessly with your phone. But I just couldn't get those to work, and I'm just not quite close enough for my Wi-Fi to work. So we'll have to try that out at a different time. But if you guys are looking to add wireless CarPlay and Android Auto to your 2015 and newer vehicle, especially if you have a Jeep Wrangler like me, this is the way to go. Check out the link below to be able to purchase this thing with 10% off. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll catch you guys on the next one.